technology is increasing, and now they're making anime out of it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. That was a kind of weird way to start it, but that's basically what this anime is all about. The name is ARP Backstage Pass, and essentially it's a unique anime because it's based on real life technology characters that we have created. Now, before I go into too much detail into that, a few things. If you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe. I am back making videos. I'm trying my best to make them on time. I'm also trying my best to finish my first impression videos. That way I can start creating more videos that are away from the seasonal anime and more into manga and light novels, back into that. So you'll be seeing more of those. Also, guys, if you want to further support, like, comment, and share this video. That just helps in itself. Also, go and check out the rest of my first impression videos if you want to see what to watch this season. Lastly, there's a small spoiler alert, not a really big one because they're just introducing characters in this point. So, the anime itself, let's first focus on what happens in the episode. So the episode's a little bit confusing because you kind of see the ARP production characters, I guess. They kind of start introducing them by them doing a song. Now, they do a song, and then we get background stories for each character, and then that's really about it. That's the entire episode. It is a regular size episode, 24 minutes. The first character is a character who he was a musician since he was very young. His dad was a musician. He was always encouraged to learn all these instruments and encouraged to practice. And also, on the other hand, was really just dogged by his father. His father put expectations that were so high on him that he felt like he was never good enough, and his father would tell him he needs to do better, and he was just not good enough for his father. So we see tragedy in his story, and then one day he receives a card from this ARP company, and he goes and I guess applies and gets the job. Then we get another background story on two characters who basically were street performers, and they performed the street, got pocket change as money, and they both got cards as well. And one day they meet a guy and they negotiate basically a deal where they could be part of the ARP as long as they get a place to live and have food, for them to be fed. That's basically what they needed and wanted. So that's basically what they offered them. Like, you can have it. You can have all of it. And then the third one was just a guy who was a fanatic of ARP and was encouraged to be part of the group. He was just, he loved the music, and he was just encouraged to be part of it. At least that's what I saw from that episode. That's what happened. Yeah, that's, in a nutshell, that's what it is. We see a lot of performances from these characters throughout the anime. There's at least like 5 performances. It kind of flashes back to them just having a performance. Now, few things about this anime, because this anime is very unique in itself, and this is why. ARP Productions is a actual real thing, and if you read into it, it basically they got these guys, real people, to do the voices to not real people, characters, AR characters, that essentially will dance and sing. Well, not sing better, but they'll dance, and they'll give you more of what you want as long as the crowd cheers louder and louder. So they basically are simulations, but obviously they had to get the voice from someone. And I'm assuming these background stories are from these 4 actual real people. At the end of the episode, there's like this conversation between all 4 of them, and they look like regular Japanese. Like, it's not live. It's still in 3D animation, but there's four guys. They're talking. They look like regular Japanese guys, and they're talking about how these are actually their characters, and this is how they look in anime and stuff like that, and their lives are going to be basically done into an anime, and they're going to be dramatized, I guess, so people can understand where they came from and why they're there where they're at now. So it's an anime really designed to get you like a background story, a backstage pass, hence the name. Of all these characters that people love already. Because of all of that, it is a very specific anime niche. Like you really have to know who they are, and you really have to know what the heck is going on to actually enjoy this anime. I didn't learn a lot of this stuff until after I watched the first episode, and I was kind of confused, to be honest. The last part where everyone's talking kind of explained things, but then as I went and read a little bit more on the anime, I finally understood, okay, these are actually real musicians. We're just getting their stories, and they're doing it in an interview sort of way. So you're getting a bunch of flashbacks, and you're going back and forth from reality or from real time to past, and it just throws you off on a loop. So overall, good anime, but not for me. It's an idol anime. Obviously, I'm not a big idol anime. It's an anime based on real idols, and it's also an anime that is basically their background story and something that, because I am not a fan of their music or their performances, I don't really care. So, out of 10, I'm gonna give this one a meh of a 5. I think it's gonna be one that people, if you're really into ARP, you're gonna like it. If you're not, which is gonna be the majority of us in the Western Hemisphere, not everyone, but a lot of us haven't even heard of them. Will probably be like, that's not something I want to watch, or there may be a small group that say, hey, I want to try it, and maybe they end up liking ARP, and that's probably why they're doing this anime, is to really expand their name throughout the world, not just in Japan, but we'll see. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will be releasing another video tonight on a new manga that I'll be reading, so make sure you check out that video. Thank you again for your love and support, guys, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.